So I want to concentrate on an interesting shaila which I had, I think it was 2 years ago, from one of the shlichim. He had a question like this. There was a lady which couldn't have children. Rahman al-Islam. So what did she do? She gave her egg, and they took the husband's sperm, it's 2 hands, and hafra'ah chutz gufit, means you put it together, and what? Okay, no, you do it in the United States too.
She couldn't carry children.
Yeah, she couldn't carry children. She had eggs, but she couldn't carry children. Then once it got fertilized, they put it into a surrogate mother, and she had a child. Which is Mas Machyom today's day in the United States of America. Now, I'm not going in if you're allowed to do it. Beferish, it's a big problem, Allah. That's not the issue. They did it. I don't want to go into that shala. It's not a shala mamzayid. It's the egg and the sperm was the husband and wife, so there's no question. Okay. What? Take a seat, sit down and listen.
What would be the problem?
So, okay, so now, after a while, the Rosh Shloim got a nest, and she had a child. She had a regular child. Got a child, a boy. Should the shlich calls me up, is this boy a bechor? Does he need to have a pidyon aben or not? Very simple question. Is he a bechor or not? The mother never gave birth to a child, but we'll see if she has a child. So that was the question. What does she need to do? So I delved into this whole sigya. I wrote him a nice bit on it, and this I want to go over. It's the guy started the parsha which we had this week. Vaizudino, Bitoy, this whole thing. So let's start like this. First, the halacha. Eshichenorach Yeredayas Mashin High, which is basically the halacha of Hilchas Pidyon Aben. The Mechaber writes like this: Yoitze Doifen, a person, a bechor which was born not regularly, a cesarean, a C-section, yes. A C-section. Then she had another child, naturally. So the second child is the first baby which basically opened up the rechem. Is he a bechor or not? Zug the Mechaber, no. Shnayim patirim, both are potter. Harishon, the first child, is potter because he didn't open the rechem. The second child is potter, although he did open the rechem, but Sof Kesov is not the first child. There is someone else which is ahead of him. Basically, what is the Mechaber is built on the Mishnah in Bechoires. It's a machloikes, the Tanakama and the Reblazer. The Tanakama says that the second is not a Bechor because basically he has some one first, and this is what we pass in the Shechanorach. And the Reb Shimon, and he says no, the second one is a Bechor. He's the Bechor because he was the Peter Rechem. What's the Machloikes? What's the Machloikes between the Tanakama and Reb Shimon? The Machloikes is Bechor leduver eichet im have Bechor or not. If you are a Bechor for one thing, but you're not a Bechor of other things, because a Bechor has a lot of halachas. There's a Bechor of Nachla, there's a Bechor of Veludas, there's a Bechor of a lot of things, fasting. There's a lot of things which, it's a Bechor Beit Rechem. So the Machloikes is, if you are a Bechor for one thing, if basically you are Bechor for, it's enough, or you have to be Bechor all the things. That's basically the Bechor. The Tanakama says, Bechor leduver eichet, you're Bechor for one, even though one thing, you're not a Bechor, you don't have a pidyon aben, and the Reb Shimon house, no, Bechor leduver eichet, you have a Bechor. What does Rashi say? Zegt Rashi, Bechor leduver eichet, she'ayne Bechor levludas, eile lerechem. He's not the Bechor levludas because he has a child before. He has levludas because there is a boy before. He has an older brother, basically, so to speak. So although the rechem, he is the first, but he's not the first. He has a brother. This is what the Rashi explains. Bechor leduver eichet. The Tirzuov has a different pshat. What does it mean Bechor leduver eichet? He says he is not Bechor le'nachla. He's not Bechor le'nachla. That means the first Bechor leduver eichet means he's taka Bechor le'peter eichet, but he's not Bechor le'nachla because the older brother which was born with a C-section, he is the Bechor le'nachla. That means he is going to take Pishnayim. So he disagreed. He does give an under pshat.
Nachla is also husband and wife, father and mother.
Nachla goes on the father. Nachla goes on the father. So B'mayla, this is the Nekidus Advurim. It changed the Nekidus Advurim. Zuk Reb Kiva Eiger. What is the difference of the Mechlokes zwischen Tirezuov in the Rashi? If the first one was a knife, if the Bechor was a knife, so the second one is a Bechor Nachla. If the Bechor was a knife, according to Rasha, the second one is not a Bechor Levludas, because there was a Vlad before that. It is considered a Vlad. If the Kiddush Advurim is Bechor Nachla, so then he's a Bechor Nachla too. So according to the Tirezuah, in such a case, he's going to be a Mechip in Rabben, because he's Bechor Nachla and Bechor the Peterechem. According to the Rashi, he's not going to be a Mechia because there's a boy beforehand. Fine.
Why is he Bechor Nachla? He's not like the first.
So Shkashayches. Bechor Nachla means if the oldest child, which was a child, which since the first was a Neifel, is the Locha. He's a Bechor.
No one gets Pishnai.
No, if he's a Neifel, then the second one gets Pishnai. The second one is a Bechor Nachla.
If he dies actually born.
Das ist eine andere Schale. Okay, das ist schon, man schrank in the Kidda. So that's basically the Kidda from the Dvurim. Okay, that's if he dies. What does it come? That means if the first one is a Lebedige Bechor, that's the hot Eindin. If the Bechor was a Nachla, then it's the other thing. Zukt Reb Kiva Eiger, as every time when you have a second child, which the first was a Bechor Nachla, and but it wasn't born regularly, that means it was a Yotzid Doifen. A Yotzid Doifen, which is an Eifel. Yotzid Doifen is an Eifel, is the second one Mechiv Kapin Rabben. There's a Chiva of Rav Osner, which Rav Osner says has a shaila like this. I don't know how there's a name in English how it is, but that the child gets conceived not in the rechem, gets conceived in the shachlas, in the invert, not invert. Invert is an IVF. In the tubes. Ectopic. Okay. So he has a question. Yeah. In the video is an IVF. This is something else. So what happens? In the Samas Malay, happens, but it doesn't survive. That the child gets. It works. How does it work? The sperm gets conceived, then goes into it gets conceived in the tubes. Then the tubes half of a fail how it works. Throws it out into the rechem. It gets connected to the wall. This is also connected. If not, you have issues. You have to lay a lot of times. So, but sometimes the whole pregnancy goes out, not in the rechem, but it doesn't survive. It's a dangerous thing. So he had the question: happened such a thing? A woman had such a problem with a boy, and even he died. Then she basically conceived normally, she had a regular child, and the question was if she's Mechiev Bepidin Aben. So Rav Osner has a chiva and says it goes according to the Reb Kiva Eiger, Mechiev Bepidin Aben. Because over here, is Bechor Bepeter Rechem, is the first to open the Rechem. He's Bechor of the Nachla, because the first was Bechlal, was a Neifel. So therefore, Zut Rav Osner in such a case, Avad, Mechiev Bepidin Aben, in Bebrucha. So now let's go to this question which he asked, the Shlich asked me. He is like this. According to Reb Kiva Eiger, according to the Tirzov, if you are a Bechol Nachla, it's Bechol Duverechet. This lady, yeah, the second baby, the baby which she had is a Bechol Peterechem. The first baby what she gave, there's no question. But she has another baby from her egg. She gave an egg. So the egg had a baby. So is this Bechor Lavludas or not? If we say I'm Bechor Nachla, if we say that means Bechor Me'achar, then we say this lady's put the Mechina Pidin Aben according to the Rezuber Kiva Eiger Rav Osner, because she had already she has a child. If we are not considering it the first baby as her child, then the second one is Mechina Pidin. So now we have an interesting question. A person which donated the egg, or not even donated, had her egg with the sperm from the husband, got out IVF, they made, it's not IVF, it's IVI. Yeah, okay. It's IVF is when you put it back, whatever. Okay, so the guy, they see it.
This is
So,
for the doctor.
yeah, this for the Rabbanim. And then IVI, then they took it and they put it in the surrogate mother. The question is like this. If we say the mother is, who's the mother? If we say the person who gave the egg, the lady who gave the egg, she's the mother, so automatically the second child will be Potem Epina Rabben. Why? Because Kogme Achma, is not B'chon Achma. So therefore, not B'chon Achma is not even B'chon Avludas. It's her child. If we are going to say that she's not the mother is the person, surrogate mother, then she's Mechiba Epina Rabben. She's not Kogme Achma. So when it comes to this halacha, who is the mother is a big Welt Mechuma between Gdoli Achroinim of Ketempati Achroinim. What is the Machloikas? To who is considered the mother on this? Is the mother the woman who gave the egg? Is the mother who basically 9 months carried the child, she ate, the child grew through her? If she is the mother?
She married. Could the child marry a sibling to one of them?
No, again, that's one of the questions. Who's the mother?
Something to do with the rate of Yerachim.
No, has not. No. We're talking about your mother. Yeah. So that's the question. Reb Zalman Nechemia Golbi, Reb Zalman Oidbach's son-in-law, which is probably by us everybody knows because he was one of the. He was the Babisha family, but he was very close to Chabad, but he was a Litvisher. But basically, I could put him in Shnegaya. And he was a big Gudel B'Toira. His shita was basically that, what? No, a couple of years ago. A few years ago he passed away. So Reb Zalman Nechemia holds that who is the mother? The person who carried 9 months the child. He's the mother. And he's not alone. The man, the Shafran house like that. Tzitz Eliezer, Chivas Van Hugas. A lot of poskim hold that the person, the lady who carries the child, she is the mother. What is a raya? What is a raya? The Gemara looks like this. We learned it, by the way. The people who learn also Perek Echad Layam learned it just now. Two brothers, two umim, twins, and the mother converted with the twins in her side, in herself. And one brother married a wife, died without children. So we know that basically the brother has to make chalitza or yibben, yeah, because she doesn't have children. Now this brother, which is a twin, but this brother was conceived as a goy and only was born as a yid. Again, a mother which had twins and she converted when she was pregnant. So the two brothers. It's Nagaya. It's not Nagaya. She was conceived as a goita, and she converted. Zuktiv in the Mishnah. He doesn't have a brother. Why doesn't he have a brother? Because basically, so the mother converted automatically. When the mother converts when he was an Ibad, the child gets also converted. That's Azidaloch. So basically, is Shtayt in the Mishnah, lo yicholzim v'lo miyabnim. They don't have yichilitza v'lo miyabnim. V'ayin chayev ulev mishim aish zach. He can marry his wife. Why? Because she conceived non-Jewish, so automatically, it's nicht kein Bruder. Yeah? Verwirrst du gerne Russisch, Leute, Gdische, oder Russisch, Gdische? No, I'm sorry. You're right. Verkehrt. Stein achem Timem, lo ich halte wir haben, if Russisch, Schleub, Gdische, oder Russisch, Gdische, lo ich halte wir haben, aber mit Chaim ist eine Sache. Verkehrt. Gebald sie gewähnen, Leiduse Begdisha, ob sie gewähnen Leiduse später, that means, then we say he could marry his brother's wife. When he says, no connection. But Russisch Begdisha, Russisch Begdisha, is talking when it comes to Yiban, Loi Chalzim Loi Yabnem, but as Chayv Mishim Aisha Zach. Why is he Chayv Aisha Zach? So that means you consider him a brother. If you consider him a brother, why can you consider him a brother? Akar Chazukter, the reason is because they grew up in that mother, she But that Bitzit is as Ansel's breeders. But the Bitzit then go. Only, what, let me finish. We'll get to questions will be afterwards, because I have to have my train of thought. So the kid said, "What is so?" Zoekt of them the Zamachem. If he can know that he should basically be how did he become a brother? Al Korchach, ich kick nicht auf der Hereusoi. Ich kick wie ist aufgewachsen. He was together 9 months with his brother in his mother. So both are children. So therefore, also if Lotra is a breeder, was he given a Russe Begdish. So we see that the 9 months, being 9 months, makes her a mother. It's a mother. So days as she was 9 months in the mother's bed, she's the mother. So since she was the mother and both were together over there, there's the breeders. Let me ask questions a little bit. In Bamaile kimt der Psalm Melchemi, as it do seit mit klur, in boy von Pashas is a shiner Reihe. As we see, weil der Herusa doesn't mean anything, it's a goische Herusa. Seit man as a geit mit der Ledusa. In Bamaile, wir bald sind gewesen together 9 months, is es Begedisha. Aravali Yashev, and so goes other poskim too. And this is also when I learned Dark the Sigya, a little bit I'm not a man and these big kind of questions. But I like in Masayich is that basically that the kid said or my Branson has a nice shiva also like Eliashev that has to do who gives the egg. Where to get the egg, he is the mother. And the person which is a surrogate mother is an incubator. Let's assume if we could do the same thing which today's day already we could do, you could make an IVF and put it in the incubator and there's no mother. So what are you going to say? He's a mushroom? What are you going to say? He could marry Aisha Zachmai. What do you say? He got the egg. Where get the DNA? Yeah, the DNA is off. Who gives the DNA? The DNA is from the mother. She is the Balas Habaita, so therefore she is the mother, and I don't care who carried the 9 months. She may carry Beziba Morgen, the person who gives the egg is the mother, and therefore that she's the mother. Wie hab danach gemeint? Muss es der Guy sei stark. Ob sie davon Geiris, dann darf nicht kein Geiris. Yes? If the mother is a Jewish mother, and the surrogate is a Goita, then if you hold like Ramai Branzafer and the Rebbe Yashev, and they hold that the mother is the person who gave the egg, so therefore the child is a Yid Gomer, it doesn't need guidance. If you hold that the surrogate mother is basically the mother, and she's a Goita, the child needs to have guidance. And the same will be vice versa. Same will be also...
She gave the egg, she was still a goy.
The what?
She gave the egg, she was still a goy.
No, I'm talking about Yiddish Mama. So that's the Machloikas. Kinter was Shlomo Zalman Oibach. Shlomo Zalman says, listen, I went through the Sigyas Lekan and Lekan. Both have good dryers. There's no Hechlech Lekan and Lekan. And we have to be a Machmar that both. But by that do them, this is the accepted thing today's day. Accepted in is we have no Achru on this thing. And we have to be Machmar. If the surrogate mother is a Goita, the child will need guidance. If the egg donor is a goiter, will have the guidance, and that is the acceptance because we can't have lakan and lakan. That's the achrua when it comes to basically today halucha. We are always the rabbanut. That's accepted. You'll have to make a guidance. Fine. Now let's see a little bit the acute part. How we go through our parshas. Yeah. It's azoi. We have an interesting machloikes from the Gemara with the Targum, and according to this, we could rely this machloikes to that. We all know that the Gemara Darshans we learned in last week, 2 weeks ago in the Parsha. Va'achar yoldu as dinu. After Leah had all the children, she had Dina. Zoekt hem de Rashi, zoekt de moeder mai va'achar, va'achar yoldu, why va'achar? What does it mean va'achar? So the Gemara, Leah said, she don't dina la'atzma. She said, if I'm going to have another boy, I'm going to have the 7th boy, So basically 7 and 4 is already 11. My sister Rachel will only have one boy. It's not fair. My sister should have only one boy, and even the shvachas should have 2 boys. She made a dinner. She asked Hashem, what happens with the Gemara? Changed. Dina was basically born, was accepted, conceived as a boy, and she changed. She became a nest. She became a girl. As well as the Gemara. Va'achar, she don't deal la'atzma v'amra. And then the Gemara says, look, miyad nehepche labas. It changed labas. V'tikru Hashem adina. As well as look of them the Gemara. Targum Yonis and Benazil, I brought out in the Lashon, says no. Ishmiya min kudam tzeloise de Laya. Laya asked the same thing that doesn't pass. Rachel shouldn't have at least minimum 2 boys. Zoekt er zo, v'chliefe ibre b'ma'aya, v'avayu of Yosef b'ma'aya de Rachel, v'dini b'ma'aya de Laya. Yosef was pregnant Yosef was basically conceived in Leah, and Dina was conceived in Rachel. When Leah made this tefillah, first we see what does it mean davening. He asking for Rabbi Shem, so what happened? Kimna Malach changed the Iber. Leah got Dina, Rachel got Yosef. This is basically the Nikidus Advorim. What?
This was Shimon's excuse to marry.
We're going to get to this in a minute. Yeah, sehr good. Fine. Bring the Mashu in the Gemara. Bring the Mashu Ruben Shem Panay Jeruzalem. Panay Jeruzalem is one of the Rishonim. It's like Kabbalah. The Yudah brothers probably know Panay Jeruzalem by heart, because this is a very interesting cipher. One of the Rishonim. Kabbalah with Drish, very interesting. So he brings down Parsha Vayigash. The Gemara is dort. What? So the Gemara says like this, huh? Oh, this week's parsha we just learned. Zug the Torah. Va'ais Dina bitoy. We learned it Rasha. We learned Chitas Baruch Hashem. So we know Rasha. Va'ais Dina bitoy. The Rasha brings down the Gemara. Tulu hazachuram balaya. Vanakaive be Yankov. Von dem later aus the Gemara. Ishu mazras techila yol de zucha. Yeah. If the lady gives first, whatever it means, then the children will be a zocher. If the husband gives first, then it will become as an akeva. As I said, the Gemara, it's over Feshrei. The Gemara rechtos eile benai layo, va'is dina bitoy. So therefore, we see told us layo was the boys, va'is dina bitoy was basically the dus. This is the Gemara. Fragt of them the Marshua an interesting question. What did he say? The Gemara says va'is dina bitoy. She comes from bitoy from Yankov. What was Dina first? Dina was a boy. So if Dina was a boy, so you're not Dina as Dina bitoy. Tula zechurem and a kaiva. Okay, that's a kaiva. So the Marshu asks that what's going on? According to the Panay Chruv, which he brings, fragt what's going on? As the Gemara says as Dina bitoy, which basically according to the Gemara, basically is not a problem. Because the Gemara halt basically that no fakir. The kasha is dafka. The kasha is dafka of the Gemara. The Gemara says tula an the kaivas bezucher Yankov. She was a boy. Lot the Gemara Bavli. The Gemara says that she from a boy became a girl. Automatisch, what was she conceived? As a boy, what the Gedav done. This is the Mashu's Kasha. What did the Mashu answer? The Mashu answers that according to Panach Ruzim, was basically Panach Ruzim is the Targum Yonis Benazil, that basically Dina was changed, so now it's okay. Stimmt es ja. Because after Sof, he says, yeah, but Tulu ben Akaiva. That's why he says Dina Yankov, but she was conceived as an Akaiva. It only switched. The pregnancy was switched, but she was always an akaiva. Dus in the Mashu geämpfert auf the Panay Jeruzalem.
Furthermore, it's not even like a child.
In the bitoy, because dus habe ich gewollt sie like. Ich wollte sagen, aber was umkommen sie dann nicht einmal nicht bald sein. Bei meine gibt es so. According to the Targum Yonis Menazin in Panay Jeruzalem, which basically switched the mother. Yes, let's go to our shal. The child switched. So basically, Dina, how could it be Dina should be Elias' child? How could it be their child? If you consider Elias' child, yeah, if she is Elias' child, that means, why is Elias' child? Because she was 9 months in B'maya Imai. So we see that being a surrogate mother basically is a Zoya. Oib mezukt aber, as oib the Targum Yonis, the koib in the Gemura, as no was changed, aber nicht kashim rein. So when sich zu denen Kide, the Targum Yonis in Nazil mit the Bavli, hat sich tun mit Inzer Shale. Inzer Shale is, if a child was basically conceived by one, who is the mother? According to the Targum Yonis in Nazil, that they changed the child, we will say that basically that the mother is basically the person which is if you say that basically no, but if you say that basically it changed, hast du nicht geschimmeraya. Ich habe getracht, als wegen dem so die Teure was Dina Bitoi und alle Gesal darstellen. Takke wegen dem, gewalt Psalm sucht, that we have no achrua, that man darf goisches aan, is the Teure hat geschrieben, was Dina Bitoi, Yankov's child. The mother, I don't know. Machloikes. I don't know. Huh? In La Masse, so now we're going to what he said. That's one of the reasons. What was the heter? The postum zoekt the wer zoekt das? Tor. The Tor zoekt the heter as Dina hat gemacht Chassanum. Also this week, Shul ben Aknanis. Yeah. Shimon married basically a sister. How can you marry a sister from one mother? If we say that basically Dina was according to Targum Yonis and the Panay Jeruzim, that basically she was basically conceived by Leah, she's not the mother because the Bala egg is basically the mother. In my mind, the Bala egg is the mother. Is she basically the daughter of Rachel? If she's the daughter of Rachel, she can marry with Shimon. So we have the machloikas, which we have the poskim, we have lekan from the posik. Again, the raya as Shimon married Dina, that's a raya that the Baal of Beitzes, she is the mother. And that's why she can marry. Yeah?
This is why Shimon was upset.
That's why Shimon, wait.
Shimon was upset with Yosef. Yosef said, I'm the Bechar.
Because Yosef
said he's the Bechar.
No, okay.
By him being the Bechar, that means he came from Rachel, not from Leah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fine. Okay.
It's the same first.
Yeah. So now, so Amar is then the kids halavurim. As in some do a shaina machloikes, who is the mother? In some do shaina psikim, shaina poskim, which everybody tries to bring rayas lekan, and some shuka rayas. Well, everybody has rayas. Very interesting. The machloikes. Who Yosef was, who Dina was, if she was first a boy, or she was switched. And this is auch truly in the selbe machloikes, who is the mother. And endgame is, we don't have a clear, and this is exactly what Shlomo Zalman sucht. Shlomo Zalman sucht, ich kann nicht keine Klurigkeiten, lekan, nicht in the poskem, nicht in the psikem, because the Torah dreht sich heraus, that you shouldn't be able to make sure to come to conclusions, so therefore, we don't know. Coming to our Shala, you wanted to know what should it say? It says the Bechor, according to Reb Zalman Nechemia, which basically the surrogate mother is the mother. This child is Mechiba Pidin Rabban. He doesn't have a brother beforehand. As Bechor Nachlo, as Bechor Levludas, as Bechor Alas, he never had a brother. This lady never had a child, and therefore you have to make a Pidin Rabban Bebrocha. According to my Bransdafer and Rav Eliashiv and other poskim hold that basically the person who gave the egg, she's the mother. So although Takam, this boy is Bechor le Peterechem, yeah, and Sof Kosov is not Bechor le Vludis och nicht, but he has a brother. Kod me Acha. This lady had already a child. Kod me Acha. B'mayli is he put him mit Ben Bechlal. Aber ich habe gesagt, in someone is kenachrua, she should make a pin in a ben, without a bracha. That's the what? Oh. Exactly.
If we according to Yosef Nazil, the Rochel only had one boy. If she's not the real boy, if
Sie tun in der Machloikes.
okay, but so you have to say the real boy. Okay, so it's real her
Fine, fine. Okay.
Everybody should take out my zine.
Ich kenne das Ruchel gesucht von der Welt. La Punem. You know, everything is for the Scheinem.